Alright, what's up guys? Justin the Ninja here, back with more Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. We are currently inside dungeon number 3, Jabu-Jabu's Belly, and this episode we're going to complete the said dungeon, so here we go. Also, at the end of last episode, after I stopped recording, I switched back to the Deku Shield so that I could reflect that Octorok's projectile. Well, the projectile of the two Octorok is what I'm talking about. If we head through this door right here, we will actually meet up with Princess Ruto, which, unfortunately, we're gonna have her with us for the majority of this dungeon. But thankfully, it's not as annoying as having to carry... No, not carry. It's not as annoying as having to have Ashley with you in Resident Evil 4. At least this ain't as bad as that. Because she's not following you, you have to carry her around. Also, even though at the beginning of the Let's Play I did say that I was going to narrate the dialogue for characters, well, I kind of lied. Because I decided not to after the first or second... I think it was at some point in the second episode I decided not to narrate dialogue anymore. In fact, I think the only true character I ever narrated was the Great Deku Tree. Anyways, we gotta get this... Ruto, you spoiled biatch. Anyways, what we gotta do is pick her up, and we gotta immediately put her through this door. Also, this is a pun from Chugga Conroy, but gee, Link sure knows how to pick up chicks. Both kinda literally. There's a gold skulltula on the wall right there. Shoot it, and it will... And you press that switch in the center to make the water rise. And you can go up and collect it. Break this jar right here, and you can immediately scoop up a fairy. Got some extra slingshot ammo, which I wasn't desperate for it, but it's nice to have. Anyways, the water's gonna rise up again. Wait for it to rise up just enough so I can climb up. There we go. Now we're taking Ruto with us. And there's another switch on the ceiling. Just like in the first room, there's another switch to the ceiling. Go ahead and shoot it. That will unlock the door. And let's head on through. There's another Octorok in this room, just reflect his projectile. You can alternatively risk it and shoot the Octorok, but it can give you a risk of taking a lot of damage from not being able to defend yourself. Anyways, jump to this platform when it comes down. And it will take us actually back to right before the main room. Jump across. Go back through this door to the main room. And this time what you want to do is go to the door that's at the very back of the room. Open the door. And there's this complex hallway right here. You want to take a right. And you want to press down the switch. Yeah, no shit, Navi. Head through. And there's going to be these stingray-like things that you have to kill. There we go. Same with this. Occasionally I glance over at my phone to see how long I've been recording for and to see if I even started the recording in the first place. Because that would suck if I didn't record at all. Anyways, once you kill them all, a chest will appear. And this actually has a very important item, and that is actually this dungeon's item. I'm actually going to move the slingshot to the right C icon. Sorry if you saw a little bit of movement there, I was just adjusting the camera a little bit. Anyways, we have ourselves the boomerang. Which from this point on in the dungeon, we're going to be using this as our main item. There we go, I'm going to put the boomerang on left C. Keep the slingshot on C right. But we pretty much don't really need the slingshot anymore for the rest of this dungeon. And maybe not even for the rest of the game if you think about it. And I suppose there's a couple more instances where you can still use the slingshot. But for this one, you don't just rely on the combined weight of Link and Rudo. You have to put Rudo on the switch. Go through, and there's going to be this tentacle-like thing here. So once you kill it, it will unblock a couple doors that are in that hallway. I think this will also give us the chest containing the dungeon map. If not the compass. Yep, dungeon map. Okay. Camera, what you trying to do? Get a panty shot or something? An upskirt? I don't know. Because the way the camera was just significantly below Link when he was about to enter that door. But as you can see, those two doors that had the red slimy thing there, as now he called it, once you cut down that tentacle, it will disappear. In here, you have a few bubbles that you have to pop. If you do not pop them all in time, the room will reset, and you will actually lose. I think it was like a full heart or something. So pretty much if the time runs out, you have to start over. So yeah, it's not instant death if the timer runs out. Unlike in Death Mountain Crater. Because if you guys remember, in Death Mountain Crater, if time ran out... Actually, we never saw that death. In Death Mountain Crater, if you run out of time in that place, Link will instantly burst into flames and die. Anyways, there's our compass. We didn't really need those, but I got it anyway. Okay, so now we're heading down here. And we're heading back to the other side of the hallway. And now since this thing's gone, we can head on through, and there's another tentacle. Go ahead and cut that down with your boomerang. Funny, I'm talking as if y'all are playing along or something. I don't know, some of you viewers may be playing along. I don't know. I obviously can't see all of you. But half the time I seem to be talking as if y'all are playing along. Anyways, now the last one to go through is this one right here in the middle, according to the mini-map. This one has a green tentacle, and also I forgot to point out, okay, trying to target, there we go, Beery, okay. Anyways, once you kill everything in here, the door will open, and that will actually open another little pathway for us in the main room. So just go directly across from here and head on out of the room. and you want to immediately take, I think it's a right. You want to take a right, fall down, and there's a couple gold skulltulas here. They're optional, but I'm going to take care of them anyway, since they're right there. If I was a speedrun, that would be the only way I'd be sitting there ignoring them. Or if it was a 100% speedrun or something. And I did not say make it go through. There we go. Got them both. Just boomerang the thing towards you. After that, or if you just skipped them, you just do what I just did just now. Just head straight to the door. And what's this? The spiritual stone? Oh, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished, right? So you guys might be thinking, mission accomplished, right? Wrong. There's a little twist here. This will initiate a mini-boss. Which, if you're going to use the tactic that I'm about to use, this thing can be killed very quickly. So watch what I do. It's very easy. It will get this thing killed instantly. So basically, I let the thing hit me so it'll turn around. I boomerang it. And then I jump attack. And 2 jump attacks to its ass will easily kill it. And there you go. The mini-boss is completely done. Alright, nothing much in here except a couple more of these enemies. Okay, in this room, I'll show you how to do the actual puzzle in a second, but first, just so it's not a big annoyance, I went ahead and killed that Octorok. And just like that, you just boomerang those things, it will turn into platforms pretty much. And here, this is actually directly above the room before the main room. Jump on the small platform, it will actually grant us access to a door we couldn't get to before. You might be thinking, how do we weigh that switch down despite Rudo not being here? Simple. There's these 2 boxes right here. You take one, bring it to the door, and there you go. And just head on through. There's a few more enemies in here. And just like that, there's another Skulltula. I went ahead and defeated it, got its token. Okay, now, the door to the boss room is actually locked, but if you throw your boomerang around this thing here, the boss door will easily open. And just like that, other than the boss, we are done with this dungeon. We are completely finished. We just have the boss to defeat. And the shocking thing is, after this, I'll have still a little bit less than 15 minutes, which means I have a decent amount of time to still keep going. Okay, first thing you want to do is target these things on the ceiling that he's hanging himself off of. Whatever. As soon as you cut them all down, you'll start doing this. Go ahead and boomerang it. Ouch. That hurt. Okay, before you can try and boomerang the center of this thing, you have to wait till the jellyfish start moving in the other direction. So in other words, you gotta wait for them to start moving clockwise. There we go. And I recommend you go ahead and eliminate these things. Just one more. And there we go. Now we can finally fully attack this thing with little to no problems. And you want to avoid this electric attack that this thing has. It can hurt. Again, attack the center part. Alright, now we just gotta wait for it to move wait for it to move back towards us. And there we go. And there we go. The boss for this dungeon is defeated. Which means we're still gonna have time left over to keep going the main story a little bit past the recording. So that's nice. Pick the heart container, and that is actually my 8th heart container. Nice. I think for an average player that would be the heart container number 6 for them, I think. Anyways, that is the 3rd dungeon completely done. And with that, we will have all 3 spiritual stones. Okay, for this part right here, it doesn't matter what you say, because either way you're going to get the spiritual stone. So I just said the top option. This bitch. Okay, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to be an ass there, but the reason I said that was because she's saying that Link is going to have to marry her if he wants the stone. For all we know, Link probably doesn't want to marry anyone at this point yet. And there we go. That is the 3rd dungeon completely done. And right off the bat, instead of trying to head back towards Zora's domain, if you swim this way to this small little island thing over here, if you go ahead and put a bomb in front of this wall here, it will open access to a fairy fountain, which means we will need to take out the Ocarina. Go ahead and play Zelda's Lullaby. And we will have a new magic ability. I hardly ever use this one, but I like to get it just for, I don't know, completionist purposes, I guess. Now, the next magic spell we're going to be given by the other Great Fairy next to Hyrule Castle. That one we do actually need to get, but this one right here is actually totally optional. I still decided to get it anyway. And there we go. There's our second spell obtained. Okay, now I think we're ready to go back to Zora's Domain. Okay, now I think we are ready to completely leave Zora's Domain, and we are ready to head back to Hyrule Castle. Or so we might think. The reason I say we're heading back to Hyrule Castle, that I said, or so we thought, was, well, you'll see once we get to Hyrule Field. And the way back to Hyrule Field is easy. All you pretty much need to do is, for this area in Zora's River, you just let the current of the river carry you back down. Just dodge that Octorok right there. And there we go, we got an easy 100... No. We were initially at like 150 something, but now we have an easy... No, we easily got to over 180 rupees. Not bad. Okay, y'all are about to see what I'm talking about when I said, or so we thought, when I said let's go to Hyrule Castle. You're just about to see it, because as soon as we get close to the Castle Town entrance, we are going to receive a cutscene. Wait, what's this? The drawbridge is already up. That is definitely something suspicious going on. That's not even fully nighttime yet and the drawbridge is up. Anyways, as soon as we get close to this dirt path, there we go, the cutscene will commence. And guess what? Pretty much what's about to happen is the vision that Link foresaw in Kokiri Forest, it's becoming a reality. Yep, so far everything's pretty much playing out the way it did in the beginning cutscene. And what's this? Zelda threw something in the moat. Dun dun dun! Link. Oh, Link ain't gonna tell you shit, Ganondorf. Link ain't gonna say anything. Ah! Ganondorf, all I gotta say is, I cannot wait to kick your ass later in the game. And also, more like Ganondork. Also, is the more like Ganondork thing gonna become a meme on my channel or something? I don't know. Anyways, there's a... Well, what do you know? It's a different Ocarina. And look at that, it's the Ocarina of Time, the game's title. So pretty much what Zelda's saying is by the time that Link gets a hold of this Ocarina, Zelda will completely be in hiding. As you saw from when her and Impa ran away from Ganondorf on horseback. Anyways, she just taught us a new song that we must use. But opening the door of time is not going to be the song's only use. It will also be used for solving puzzles in dungeons. And there we go. Now, before we head to the Temple of Time, there's something I would like to go get real quick. And then you guessed it, it's the power-up from the Great Fairy next to Hyrule Castle. And here we are with this catchy music. Okay. So pretty much until the Fairy Fountain entrance, we're going to be doing the exact same thing we did before. Keep going along this path here. And so, see what I was talking about? Some point earlier in the game, I think it was when we got that first power-up from the Death Mountain Great Fairy, when she talked about a fairy next to Hyrule Castle, and I said, remember seeing a boulder on the way to Hyrule Castle that first time? Well, that was it. Anyways, we go up to the fairy, we play the song, And with that, we have a new spell from the Great Fairy. That's 2 new spells learned in one video. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to intentionally get kicked out by this guard here, so that we'll be back towards Castletown a little bit faster. And there's one more thing I would like to do just real fast before we head on over to the Temple of Time. And that is, this is an area that I have not shown during our first visit here, but there's actually a back alley here. And if you go to this area here, you can find a dying guard. So basically, he explains that he was attacked by Ganondorf and his minions. And he did. Anyways, if we head back to the town square, we are ready to go to the Temple of Time. So, it's that giant building that's this way. And here we are. We're actually going to have to be here actually a few times throughout this game, actually. And we're at the Temple of Time, but I'm actually going to save what we need to do here for the next episode. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, consider leaving a like, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll see you guys later. Justin the Ninja, out!